Use headphones for the best listening experience. This is a story not just of ships and chains, but of voices, of hands that tilled soil for centuries before being bound in iron, of songs whispered across windswept coasts, of prayers echoing beneath the stars that watched it all. This is a story of kingdoms and kinships, of stolen dreams and unbroken spirits. Dreams carried across the Atlantic, not by choice, but by force. This is the story of the Black Atlantic slave trade, a story the world must never forget. Before the sails dotted the horizon, there was home. Across the lush landscapes of West Africa, the world was alive with rhythm. From the sun-baked Sahara to the Rhine forest near the coast, generations had built civilizations rooted in wisdom and wonder. There were kings and queens, griots and warriors, the empire of Mali, where libraries overflowed with books, in the city of Timbuktu, center of learning and Islamic scholarship that rivaled any in Europe, the kingdom of Benin, where bronze sculptures told stories in metal, and artisans cast history into beauty, the Ashanti Confederacy, with golden thrones and sacred drums that beat the heartbeat of a proud people. These weren't just lands, they were living legacies. People grew millet, yams, and rice. They mined gold and forged iron. They traded goods across vast routes stretching to Egypt and Morocco and even into Europe. And beyond the wealth was community. Families gathered under moonlight. Children sat wide-eyed at the feet of storytellers, griots who passed down centuries of oral tradition, stories of Anansi the spider, of cleverness and courage, of ancestors who walked with the gods. Spiritual traditions thrived. Yoruba, Vodun, Man, Akan spirits lived in rivers and trees. The drum was not just an instrument, it was a language. People danced not just for joy, but to heal, to call the rain, to honor the dead and celebrate the living. This was not darkness waiting to be discovered. This was a world already ablaze with light. But across the ocean, other eyes watched, and behind those eyes came hunger. A hunger not for land or language, but for labor, for bodies. The trade winds would soon carry ships bearing flags, and iron and fire, and with them would come a silence, a tearing, a scattering. The winds of change were no longer whispers, they were footsteps. Follow ReLearn Lab to see what happens next.